Well, hello, it's Kelly, your tech savvy business mentor here. And I wanted to try to do something a little bit different, a little bit new. So we're starting kind of we're testing out, let's say, a new series here on the channel, calling it the Tech Talks. And what I'm going to be doing is talking to other amazing businesswomen who have small businesses like myself, letting them tell us about their favorite online business tool and what it is that they love about it. So this week, I'm starting with one of my favorite people, Joelene Mills. You may have seen her around my channel before because she and I host a podcast together and we co-facilitate a mastermind together. So yeah, we're going to be talking about her favorite tool, what it is, and why she loves it so much. So stick around. So when I thought about talking to other business owners about the tools that they like to use, the online tools that they rely on for their business, obviously the first person that came to mind was you, because you're kind of like my partner in crime in all of this stuff. With the podcast and the mastermind and just the fact that I almost feel like every time I come up with something new, especially when it comes to my favorite tool, which is Trello, you're like the first person I want to show it to, right? Because
and we've addicted to Trello.
Well, yeah, I mean, and we've kind of shared tools back and forth, right? You find something that's cool for something and you tell me about it and vice versa. And so it kind of just, I think that was unconsciously the inspiration for this kind of series, I think, on the channel. And so yeah, it just kind of made sense to start with you. So let's do that. So the first thing I want to do is introduce you. And obviously your name is right there on the screen, Joelene Mills, but tell us a little bit about what is your business? What do you do? And then we'll talk about your favorite online tool.
Okay. Well, I have two businesses, but right now we're going to talk about my online coaching business. I'm Joelene Mills of Joelene Mills. As we all know, sorry, I didn't get much sleep last night, so you're going to feel the brunt of that. I run a membership. I have a membership platform for online business owners, but mainly and mostly my members are coaches. So help them get started, get up and running on becoming an online coach, and then helping them manage and maintain their company and all of the fun things that come along with it, whether it's content creation and, business budgeting, all that fun stuff is all within inside the membership. So that's my main focus and love right now. So that's what I do.
Awesome. And tell us just briefly about your other business, because I have a feeling that the tool we're going to talk about is going to kind of cross over between the two a little bit.
Really does, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a wedding and portrait photographer. I have been for over 20 years. So locally here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the frozen tundra up north, I've been shooting weddings and whatnot for a very, very long time, since before the internet. So yeah, that's the other business. So if you were to Google my name, that's what's going to pop up before the online coaching business, because that is fairly a new passion for me. Whereas, I've spent a lot of time making sure that I came up first when it came to any kind of Googling, right? So so it's photography. It's fun. It's now, I find it even though I've been doing it for 20 years, I find it now, it's my side hustle. I do it when I feel like it, when I'm called to it is more my thing. So
yeah, I get that, because that's how I am with my two businesses too, right? I don't really pursue the vocal coaching anymore, but sometimes it finds me. So yeah, I totally understand that. That makes a lot of sense.
And it's fun. It's fun to get sucked back into that world every now and then, but it's also fun to leave it every now and then. Weddings are stressful, right? So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, okay, so tell us about, I know there are going to be tons of tools that you use in your business, because we all have lots of them, but there's always that one tool that you can't imagine running your business without, right? Yes. So tell us about that one for you, and what is it that you love about it?
For me, it's definitely going to be something called Nextcloud. It is an open source, a collaboration platform. Mm-hmm. It is basically my own private Google Drive. I use it for both my companies, actually, which is one of the added bonuses. So I have the one website, and It is Google Drive, Google Mail, Dropbox, and LastPass, and even a little bit of Trello, all in one platform. And yeah, I wouldn't be able to function without it now. I can't even imagine. So I am in it multiple times a day. So right now, I host it myself on my own servers, but it's not necessary. You can host it on whatever server, whatever platform, GoDaddy, whoever you're with, it's fine. It is, like I said, it's an open source kind of program. So it's absolutely free. And because it's open source, a lot of developers are constantly trying to make it better and find their little, I don't know, corner of that world so that they can hopefully sell their product. So it's kind of great with all the new stuff. And yeah, I'm in love with it.
Yeah. No, and that this is one of the tools that you've kind of like sucked me into, right? Because one of the things that I loved about it, because I was a Google everything, right? And I'm still an Android and all of that. But when it comes to things like Google Drive, one of the things that I never loved about it and that I do love about Nextcloud, thanks to you, is the brandability, right? Like Google Drive just looks like Google Drive, and there's not really anything you could do about it. And it's, the links that you send out are just ugly. And like, there's just, I don't know, like it's the aesthetics. I'm kind of all about the aesthetics, is why I like Trello over other tools that are like that, right? Because I like how it looks and feels and interacts. And to me, like, that's one of the things that's so great about Nextcloud, is that you can completely brand it however you want, right?
So yeah, my cloud is my Nextcloud. I call it cloud, but my Nextcloud is 100% different than yours. And you can tell mine from yours because it is 100% branded to me or you, which I love. And yeah, so when you start looking at, like I said, I use it for both my companies. So when I shoot a wedding, my brides get their files. So there is a part of Nextcloud where I can have a specific folder, very much like Dropbox, only I set the capabilities on size limits. So that is another thing. And I can upload their wedding images into their folders however I like it. And then I can give them access to download them and share them and all of that if they want. I can add a password. I can expire it so that, get your images by this date or they're going to be gone type thing. So all of those capabilities for the photography business. And again, it's a custom link for them. So it's, cloud.jolenemills/thebride, and not all that garbly goop that you get from Google Drive and from Dropbox, which is great. And for my online coaching business and my membership, I put all of my workbooks, ebooks, and all of the PDFs and everything that my students get are all in there as well. So again, it's cloud.jolenemills, slash build your own business, or whatever they're working on right now. So it's definitely beautiful in that way when it comes to sharing and even storing, because I don't have to give them access to that either, right? I mean, I know you and I have gone back and forth and have shared things on our cloud. We even have a joint one, right?
Right.
So that's how much I love this. So we have our own company that you and I work on together with Success Through Community, both the podcast and the mastermind. And so we have a Nextcloud set up for all of that as well. Like, this is how much I love it. On top of the file sharing aspect of it, like I said, I run those, it comes with apps, almost like you would with, not apps, but yeah, I guess they're apps.
Oh, they're apps. Yeah, they're apps.
So I have
some are better than others, right?
Exactly.
We've tried a few that were like, oh, that didn't work out. Yeah.
So my email one, I have all of my emails feed through this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what company I'm looking at, or if it's my Gmail spam mail, I kind of feed it all through this, and I can go through those inboxes as I please. And just like everything else, I can create the folders, segregate, create the filters, all of that stuff, which I love. I think my absolute favorite piece of my cloud, other than all that fabulous stuff, is we've all heard about what is happening with LastPass right now. And I know so many people that swore by LastPass and loved it. And I'm just so grateful I don't use a third party, so to speak, for all of my passwords, because I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. I'm never going to remember my passwords. And my husband is an IT security guy. So I can't use, apparently it's a bad thing to use the same password across all formats.
Yes, it is.
Who knew? Well, apparently everybody but me. So,
and it certainly shouldn't be your birthday
yeah.
or anything like that.
Or my dog's name. I mean, especially when he has his own Instagram account. Apparently that's a bad idea. But it has a password platform app type thing in there. And I love it. So I no longer use Google to remember my passwords for everything because apparently that's bad too. So
yeah,
note to self. But it even has a this password one that I use. I have my folders, it's all segregated and it's so easy. And then there is a Chrome extension that I can add.
Oh, okay, you have not told me about this part.
I will share this with you.
Excuse
I only
me.
learned about it like a little while ago. So there's a Chrome extension you can add, and then you can favorite certain passwords. And then you click on the extension and look at the favorite in there, and it'll preload in that little platform.
Okay.
Everything you need.
See, this is the only reason that I haven't converted completely away from the LastPass, Google Pass, all that stuff, because I like it to like autofill things for me and be easy access. Okay, oh, yeah. You linking me to this. You're showing me how to find this.
Absolutely. I'll send it to you. The one thing I do love about it though is I can favorite certain ones. So I use Thrivecart for my membership. So my Thrivecart is favorite because I'm in there every single day.
Sure.
I just have to click on the little key and click on the word Thrivecart and it's there. However, my gym membership, I'm definitely not in there every day. I'm lucky if I'm in there every week. So I can just click on the little key and type in the name of the gym and it'll do the search for me and pop it up. And I have that little app on my phone so that I can, when I'm ever on my phone.
What? You're not sharing the love? Like, what the heck, man?
I'm sorry.
You know, you did not tell me about this. You will be sending me a link when we're done.
I will send you everything. But yeah, it's definitely changed my life.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything. And
well, especially because like LastPass and Google Pass. Well, Google, I think, is a little bit different, but LastPass has recently gone to a format where if you're on a free version of it, you can't access it from desktop and mobile.
Oh.
So like you have to have a separate account in order to do that, which is like defeats the whole purpose. It's stupid. Yeah. So yeah, you will be sending me that because we need it.
The greatest thing about Nextcloud is all of this stuff I'm talking about. I only need one password I still forget it, but I only need one password to get into that.
Right.
And all of that is available to me. That one password, I actually have it. I texted it to my husband so that I can find it.
And that's considered secure enough? He's okay with that?
Well, because really, yes, you also have to know my login name, my username.
Yeah, so that's true. That's true.
Right. So, but
that's
yeah.
True. No, I love this.
Nextcloud has changed everything for me. And it's because, like I said earlier, because it's open source, these nifty little tools are constantly growing because developers are constantly trying to find their little corner of the market. So they're throwing it out there for beta testing. They're throwing it out there. I mean, you got to be careful with that kind of thing. But, it's all about learning as you go. And this is like the best thing that I've ever gotten into. So,
yeah. And what I love about this is that like, there are so many tools that get talked about all the time, like the Kajabis and the WordPress even, and like things that like people think of as like, ooh, this is like a sexy thing to use in your business. And we're talking about literally like something that's so behind the scenes, people don't even realize you're using it. Yeah. But at the same time, it kind of is the most sexy thing because look at how completely branded and polished and professional our stuff can look. But like, also we completely own it. Yeah, so unlike Google Drive that you run out of space because it's like looking at your Google Drive and your Gmail and combining all that, like all of mine are constantly at like the last few percentage because I'm just like, what can I delete because I have to do, and that's no way to live. I hate that.
And one of the best things about it is that open source platform on anything means it's free. Right. So it is, all of this is 100% free. Now, don't get me wrong. There are paid apps you can add and use and all of that stuff to put on this platform. but I've yet to find one that I've been wanting to pay for.
Right.
I mean, this might break your heart, but there is even an app called Dex, and it is a Trello equivalent.
Yeah.
I've tried it. I've exported my Trello boards into the deck, and yeah, it's just not as polished yet. It's not there. And so
yeah.
For me, I'm not even going to try. I'm going to give them another year to keep working on it and I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's in the process, which is amazing because like you, thanks to you, I'm addicted to Trello. We were even talking about it this morning, how Trello saved my butt this morning.
Right.
So Trello is something that, again, I'm in Trello every day. It's another one of those absolute 100% I cannot live without things. But it's also one of those things that it's kind of moving towards the deck and Nextcloud. And again, it's going to be that one all-in-one encompassing place for me to go to. And it's
yeah. And I mean, I'm open to that too. I just feel like when it comes to matching something like Trello, because Trello also has the open source on the power up side, that's where it gets tricky, right? Like Nextcloud or whoever's creating this Dex app or this add-on is going to have to be able to not only match the core of what Trello can do, but also all the free stuff that's being built for Trello. I mean, that's going to take a while before somebody can get to that level. So, I mean, not saying it can't happen, and I'll be totally there to check it out when it does, but
no, and right now it's the base. It's definitely the basics. So you have your lists, your cards, you have a little bit of automation, but not a lot to the extent that we use it for. Your calendar view, a few of the things that we use every day are already built into it.
But also, like, the thing that matters to me the most is like some of the Nextcloud tools have their own like standalone app that you can use on your phone, and some don't. And like for me with Trello, if I didn't have that aspect, it wouldn't be half as usable for me because I need it for the notifications and being able to work on the go, right? So that's a non-starter for me if it doesn't have, like, I'm not working in their like desktop version on my phone. I just can't. Like, it's not efficient enough. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't function right. So that to me is like the first thing they have to figure out, or I can't even go in there.
You do everything on your phone. I do. On my phone. I don't do a lot.
Oh
I
gosh.
actually do the bare minimum on my phone, and I am learning to step away from that so I can step away from my office a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I haven't reached that point yet because of tech neck and at my age. So it's one of those things where I am, you know, I'm getting there, but I haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah. When you do, you'll understand where I'm coming from right now. Like non-starter.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for telling us all about Nextcloud. I mean, you've already told me about it, except you were holding out on me. But so I'm already kind of a convert and obsessed with it a little bit too, but now other people can be as well. So thanks for sharing that with us.
Yes. Here, and I was just going to give you the link too. It's easy. You just Google Nextcloud and it's nextcloud.com. It's a no-brainer.
All right. Well, thanks.
Bye, everybody.
And if you like this video, please make sure to click that like button and subscribe. The online tools for your business do not need to be complicated or overwhelming. It's time to let it be easy.